I don't know who else needs to hear this, but child of God, never mess with a believer's marriage. Don't do it. Don't mess with the marriage of a child of God. Now, I'm not saying there is any kind of adultery that is condoned, because all adultery is bad, all adultery is sin. But adultery against a child of God, wow, it has consequences. And they're the kind of consequences that only God can know. Because I was talking to colleagues of mine, and we were talking about if God involves himself in mujolo, in our relationships, especially present day relationships. And we said, no, God doesn't bother himself with mujolo of today. Why? Because mujolo or pre-marital relationships are not the design of God, but the Lord designed marriage. Also, there's a problem that in most premarital relationships, in mujolos, the boyfriend and girlfriends, there are sins being committed in the fornication and the like. And so the Lord may not involve with them in the ground of fornication and other sins that may be involved. However, the Lord is interested in marriage because that is the institution that he built, that he created. And so he is more involved in a marriage that is for his children, those that are led by the Spirit. And so you see that in 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 6, Paul was talking to the Thessalonians and he had been addressing the issues of sexual sin. And so he goes on to say, never harm or deal a fellow believer in this matter by violating his wife, for the Lord avenges all such sins as we have warned you before. So the man of God, the Apostle Paul, is saying, be very careful not to defile the marriage of a believer, because then you're not just fighting that believer, you're not fighting man, you're fighting God himself. And you hear that in Job 9 verse 4, it says that God's wisdom is so deep, God's power is so immense. Who can take him on and come out in one piece? So the last thing you want is to raise your fist at the Lord. Whether you're aware or you're not aware, when you do certain things, you are raising your fist against the Lord. Because the bad thing about consequences now is that where they are, number one, automatic, number two, unavoidable. They do not require awareness to happen. So forewarned is forearmed, hey? Don't say I didn't tell you. Never mess with a believer's marriage. Now, I know as a believer whose marriage is being messed with, you may want to see the results of God's avenging. But the Lord, the beauty about the Lord is that as he's avenging your marriage, as he's avenging the mess that has been done to your marriage, he does not do it with too much wrath. He does it with compassion, because in as much as someone has wronged you, the Lord is still interested in the soul of that person that has wronged your marriage. And so when the Lord is avenging himself, or is avenging your marriage and is avenging you, he also does it with compassion. He does not change his nature. He does it with compassion, because he's also trying to win that soul for his kingdom. And so he does not destroy. His counsel does not destroy, but it builds up. So yes, you may say, why has that person not met the full wrath of God? Why do they still have both sets of arms and legs? No, the Lord does not counsel with destruction. He does it with compassion to build, to aid a believer to his kingdom. But nevertheless, you will feel the consequences. You will feel the pinch of the hand of God on you when you mess with the child of God in their marriage. So, child of God, be warned. With that, toodles.